his own and not reflect the opinions of anyone
it's true
else
though
in his room.
And I will say this because I work with a bunch of women, and I'm not going to say any names, but yeah, the stories I hear, yeah, they could be themselves in DMs. I know plenty of women. They shoot their shots. They like Chef Curry back there. But they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it out and about.
I got you.
Yeah.
So, yes, I believe is way easier to achieve that. I think it's very difficult to try to build something off of social media based off of the fact that it's so many thirsty ass niggas that's in these girls' DMs that they don't know who the fuck to take serious.
Good morning.
Yeah, for sure.
Savage is back.
Thank you.
There we go. We in here now.
Yeah, I'm just saying they don't know who to take serious. They don't know what's real and what's not. Yeah. Because, 90% of the niggas that's in their DMs is just trying to smash.
Yeah.
Based off of them other girls being,
easily
accessible.
Who do you think, with that being said, who do you think is, who would you consider women's greatest? Because a lot of women always saying it ain't no good man, niggas ain't shit, blase blase. Who do you think is to blame for that?
Reality TV.
Women.
On reality TV.
I'm going with women.
I think
women. On reality TV.
I have nothing. It has nothing to do with reality TV.
I think reality TV.
But go ahead, explain.
Because they get a false sense off of reality TV. They see what these so-called famous celebrity people, the Kardashians and the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they expect that every dude is supposed to do or provide for them what is provided to those few people. And they get a false sense of reality. That's my answer. They just get a false sense of reality. They think they're on TV. They like Ibn said with the roses. They're supposed to get this, and this, but it's supposed to be shown. And they bypass a lot of good guys for the flash. We know a few good guys that that would do anything to be with certain women, and they get bypassed for the flash until...
Sounds super desperate. They do anything to be with a certain woman.
Yeah, no.
It is super desperate.
It is.
But go ahead.
But they would do whatever to be with a certain person, and that person is ignoring them because they want the flash until they realize, that ain't what it is. And then maybe they'll make that U-turn to go back to that good guy if he's still there.
Why did you say women? I agree with you, but I want to hear your reasoning so I can.
I got I don't have a ton of reasons, but I feel like I understand what Sav is saying, but I kind of feel like women get into their own way because they're looking for what they want, missing what they need, and not appreciating what they have. I've known a ton of women who's, it's just certain things that they just like, I'm not doing that. Hey, Beyonce gonna get y'all fucked up. I'm just gonna let you know.
Beyonce's married with 3 kids.
Beyonce gonna get y'all fucked up, and then Beyonce gonna get y'all fucked up because y'all's like, nah. I mean, y'all.
Beyonce.
Yeah, no disrespect to the Beehive, but I'm saying it. I'm saying that because they take snippets or parts of what they want, and then they run with that. Mm-hmm. They run with that, and it's just like, I'm independent. I don't need a nigga for this. I don't need a nigga for that. I don't need a nigga for this. I don't need a nigga for that. Cool. Well, if you don't need me for nothing, then what the fuck am I doing here? And you know what? Since you don't need me for nothing, this chick at my job or this chick that's in my DMs who swears I'm the greatest nigga ever, she can use me. Since you don't need me for nothing, let me go ahead and slide off. And now all of a sudden, niggas ain't shit.
Since I'm useless.
Mm-hmm. Right, since I'm useless, let me go put some use somewhere else, and now niggas ain't shit. And I used to work with a ton of women. I used to tell them all the time, tell me your problem, I'll tell you why it's your fault. Because nobody is blameless in any situation.
Agreed.
I was listening to this radio show the other day. It was like, and the dude wrote a book. He was a divorce lawyer. He said, if you're in my office, it's too late. And basically, he was like, woman came in his office. She was like, yeah, I want a divorce. He was like, why? She's like, because my husband cheated on me. He said, that's why you're. That's not why you're in. That's why you're in here, but that's not why you're getting a divorce. You stop. You stop sleeping with him.
Divorce,
right?
I mean, to the cheating.
You stop paying them any attention. You stop doing a whole lot of stuff, and that led him to her. And then once you found out that he was sleeping with her, now you done. But you was done before because you wasn't willing to do what it took to get him to keep him. And I'm not gonna put that.
I just had that conversation with somebody.
I'm not gonna put that just on women, but that's what we talking about right now. So that's what we at.
Yes, I just had that conversation with somebody when they was like, they just gained a bunch of weight in the first, and she'll know who I'm talking about. And I said, what do you mean you just gained a bunch of weight? Well, since I got married, I gained a bunch of weight. I said, no, you can't do that. No, why are you doing that? Go back to it. And she agreed. I was like, no. You can't just, all right, I'm married, so I'm content, so I'm just gonna let myself go. No. You got to be the same way you was before, the way you got him.
I don't know. Weight doesn't bother me. So you gain a bunch of weight. I just love you.
No, but what I'm saying is like,
and we gonna eat, baby. You can follow me at Marcus Instagram on Instagram.
So you
My
like
DMs is not
so you
lit.
like.
I just think that my issue is with when. Well, I don't have no issues, but I'm just saying for the sake of argument purposes.
You have issues. Go ahead. Don't be.
Nah, he ain't got no issues.
No, I'm good.
No. I'm not talking about with your wife, but just in general.
I guess whatever that means. My thing is, I think women's biggest. I think other women are their biggest enemies. Like women aren't together. You know what I mean? Like it could be a situation where, you have quote unquote good women. And you'll hear this from good women. And you could be like, yo, I want to get to know you. I want to do this. I want to do that. And the quote-unquote good woman will be like, no, you got to get to know me. You got to jump through this hurdle. You got to do this. You got to do that. And then he could be like, all right, cool. Then he mess with this other girl. And she already like, she down for you. 100%. Like, not 100%, but she's willing. She don't have the
She's
hurdles.
open mind.
Right.
She don't have the, well, you got to do this before you can come to my house. You got to do this amount of time before you can stay the night. You got to do this amount of time before you do A, B, and C. When you got girl B, she like, yo, I'm rolling with it. I'm feeling you. You feeling me. Let's go with whatever. And then once that happens and she loses this guy to this girl, it's like, well, why he leave me for that hoe or that bitch? And I'm like, why she got to be all that?
Right.
She just secure and she know what she want. Now, you might have been in a situation where a dude might have hurt you in your past and then you taking that out on the next man, which
That's
I don't
a
agree
whole
with.
different.
Dealing with a heart you didn't break.
Yes.
But it's just that you letting other women will cut each other throat quickly. Like, it was a Chris Rock skit. He was talking about men and women, and a man could be like, yo, man, he looking at his boy's girl and be like, yo, man, she cool, she loyal, she's funny, all the qualities I like in a woman. Man, I need to get a girl like that. Flip side, the girl will see a dude and be like,
I need
he's
that one.
I want not a man like him.
I want that man.
Exactly. And that's just I'm not saying it's through experience. I'm not saying it's through experience from the outside. Like
Observing
watching
it.
yes, absolutely. From an observatory point of view. So I have a question for Mr. Ibn. Marcus Instagram.
Shit.
I mean, we've had this conversation before. It's a great one. And you said it before, hoes make the best girlfriends.
Oh, hoes do make the best housewives.
Why is that?
They do, because hoes, honestly, what you feel like as a hoe is just somebody who used sex as a way to find love. But in her journey to find her love, she done learned how to cook, she done learned how to clean, and she put it down in the bedroom. Hey, listen, I dated a girl who may or may not have been a hoe. I don't know. I don't like to put labels on nobody. But I come home, she butt naked in the kitchen, cleaning. I walk in, I put it down. She make me something to eat. I take my ass right back to work. I'm good. I ain't worried about her being out in the street with nobody else. I ain't worried about her doing nothing else. We was cool. It wasn't no hurdles. Everything was cool. It wasn't like, oh, you gotta do this for that. You gotta do this for this amount of time. You gotta do that for that amount of time, or whatever the case may be. Stop listening to Steve Harvey. Please stop listening to Steve Harvey, because all of it is relative. I didn't read the book because I just didn't, but I did see the movie. Megan Good had a 90-day rule. Taraji P. Henson jumped it off first night. Both of them ended up in the same spot. It's relative. So you think if you don't have a 90-day rule and you give it up on the first night that you some kind of hoe and nobody's going to respect you? That's false. I had a 3-year relationship with a one-night stand. And that's real.
I had a 2-year relationship with a one-night stand.
And I was telling me, that's not a one-night stand. Yes, it was. I met her.
Well, she wasn't a one-night stand, but it was the first night.
No. Yeah. I met her in the Sprint store. We went, got something to eat. I smashed. We lost touch. Got back in touch 6 months later, and we were together for 3 years. And that's real.
I loved her.
You still love her.
Yeah, the way you smiling, you can't stop smiling.
Yeah, still love her.
No, she good people.
Yeah,
she good people.
Come on, like listen. Stop.
And one thing about what you're saying about the whole thing, she's gotten that out of her system.
She's gotten that out of her system.
She's done that, been there, done that. Now, like, all right, that life ain't for me no more. I've experienced that. What I want now is a family, husband, kids, moving forward with that part of my life. Right. So I'm not necessarily thinking, or I want to go out, I want to date multiple. I've done that, and that's over with. So it's just, I get your point, 100%.
Right.
So what do you say to the woman who has been hurt that takes it out on their next relationship?
It ain't gonna work.
You blocking blessings.
That isn't that man's fault.
Right. Like, listen, women put guards up, and I get it. And I used to tell girls this all the time. Sometimes a fence is enough. You don't have to put up a brick wall. A fence is enough, you know, because you put up a brick wall, you just assume you know what's on the other side. Put up a fence. You can see what's on the other side. And that fence got a gate. You open it, you close it, you let somebody, you don't have to always put up a brick wall. And these memes that these women be putting on Facebook, stop it. Stop it.
Look bitter.
Yes. Because I'm like, because if I thought you was cute, I think your ass is batshit crazy now. I do. And it's not worth, like my man Notorious Nerd would say, it's not worth the nightstand fees.
It ain't. It ain't.
It's painful, man. It's painful. It's painful to try to build somebody back up, man. You're trying to do all of the work that somebody else has placed upon somebody, and it's and
painful. On the flip side, how would you want to raise a grown man? You shouldn't have. That's not your burden to bear.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It goes both ways. Like, you want him to do this and do that, and accept you how you are. Why can't you accept him how he is?
Yeah,
you know, like, okay. Now I'm going off on something else, but let's go back to. A man hurt you. Yes, okay. We all been hurt.
Yeah.
We all been hurt. That's why we all single. It's the reason I'm single. That's the way I look at it. Like, a girl, you can tell me about this girl. She this, she that, she all that. Okay, whatever. Why she single then?
Exactly.
Some part of this story is left out.
Yep. And you're never going to...
It's usually her side.
Yep.
Because what's left out is, I did everything I should have did, and I can't believe he did that.
Exactly. Man, it's always the other person's fault.
I've gone through that so many times.
It's always the other person's fault.
I ran into friends of exes and was just like, yo, you really did blah, 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 blah. I did. I can't believe you did that. You don't seem like the type. I'm not. Why would you do something like that? It's not my story to tell. Whatever she told you, that's what happened.
Yeah, for sure.
But the real reason is because you want to know what really happened.
I know a lot of guys, and I've said, yo, why you and such and such didn't mess with each other? Man, I wasn't ready yet. I was messing around. I did this. I did that. I didn't. Whatever. And I got a lot of homegirls. I said, so why you and old boy ain't work out? Well, he ain't do this. He ain't do that. I have yet to heard a female say, I fuck